In this short instruction video, we'll explain how to launch the Zoom session, the controls at your disposal for the duration of the session, and how participants join the session from the event platform. We highly recommend downloading the desktop version of Zoom ahead of the event. To download the desktop version, go to zoom.us, hover over Resources in the top right corner and select Download Zoom Client from the drop-down menu that will appear. Download the Zoom client for meetings. Once this is done, use Sign In to log into Zoom. You will receive the login details by email the week prior to the event. Please make sure you have the most recent version of Zoom downloaded to ensure all functionalities work properly. To check whether you have the latest version of Zoom installed on your laptop, click on the icon in the top right corner and select Check for Updates from the drop-down menu. The system will tell you whether an update is needed or if you have the latest version already installed. If your Zoom is having trouble, we suggest you check if there are any updates pending. Once logged in, go to the Meetings tab, locate your session and click on Start. Please sign in and start your session 15 minutes before the official starting time so that you can check all functionalities, test the screen share, and set up breakout rooms if needed. Upon accessing the Zoom meeting, you'll be asked to join with computer audio. You can enable or disable your audio or video at any time here. If your audio is not working, click on the arrow next to the microphone icon and select Audio Settings from the menu that will appear. Here you can test your speaker, select a different speaker from the menu, or adjust the volume. All Zoom sessions are set up as meetings. This means that all delegates will be visible in the meeting panel. Depending on the session format, you can encourage the participants to change their view from gallery to speaker view and vice versa for a better experience. Click on the Participants button at the bottom of the Zoom window to view the participant list. Here you can see who's attending and control their video and audio if needed. If necessary, you can mute the participants collectively by clicking on Mute All at the bottom of the Participants section. If you do use this Mute All option, remember to unmute yourself before the start of the session or before you start speaking. You can also mute participants individually by clicking on the microphone icon next to their name. Under the participants list, you can find the chat. Chat messages can be sent to everyone or to individual participants by using the filter. If you've allocated some time for Q&A during your session, encourage participants to submit their questions through this chat function. Participants will be able to find the Raise Hand button under Reactions. This will add a hand icon to their name on the screen. You can then ask them to unmute themselves and speak. By clicking on Reactions again, they will be able to lower their hand after raising it or respond with an emoji to what is being said in the session. We encourage you to advise your participants to keep themselves on mute. When it comes to the point where you would like to open up for discussion, ask them to use the Raise Hand functionality to avoid everyone talking over one another. Please run through this process with your group at the start of the session. If unexpectedly someone unauthorized joins your session, you as the host can remove them from the session. Click on Participants at the bottom of your Zoom window. In the participant list that appears on the right-hand side, hover over the participant's name with your mouse. Click on More, and in the flyout menu, select Remove. As session host, you are responsible for advising participants when to present. At that point, you can spotlight their video window so they will be center of the session. Presenters will be able to share their screen with the other participants and present their paper. To share their screen, they will need to click the button Share Screen at the bottom of the video panel. Here, they can select the screen they would like to share and click on the blue Share button to confirm screen sharing. Presenters should have their file or PowerPoint presentation open on their laptop and set to presentation mode before they start sharing. If participants decide to share an audio file, please make sure they tick the box Share Sound in the Share Screen pop-up window. If discussion in breakout room is required, click on the breakout room icon at the bottom of the Zoom window. Select the number of rooms you would like to create and how you would like to assign your participants to those rooms. The EGOS organizers advise you to use one of the following options. Option 1. Automatically. Let Zoom split your participants up evenly into each of the rooms. Or 2. Let participants choose a room. Here, participants can select and enter rooms on their own. Then click Create Breakout Rooms. Your rooms will be created, but will not start automatically. You'll now have the option to rename the breakout rooms and adjust the breakout room options. You will be able to rename the breakout rooms as needed by clicking on the pencil icon that appears next to the breakout room name. Please note, it is not advisable to rename the breakout rooms before the session is live. This is because you would need to match breakout rooms with participants beforehand, which oftentimes does not work as it should because participants do not have a Zoom account or are using an email address not linked to their Zoom account. If you need to use many breakout rooms, it can be time-consuming to rename them all during the live session. Instead, you could simply leave the breakout room names as they are and share a slide which shows which breakout room corresponds to each topic. For example, Breakout Room 1, Managing Your PhD. Breakout Room 2, How to Navigate Academia, etc. Click Options on Windows or the gear icon on a Mac to view additional breakout room options. Check any options that you would like to use for your breakout rooms. Allow participants to choose room. Participants can select and enter rooms on their own once rooms are launched. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time. If this option is checked, the participants can move back to the main session from their meeting controls. If this is disabled, they need to wait for the host or co-host to end the breakout rooms. Automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms. Checking this option will move all participants into the breakout rooms automatically. If this option is unchecked, the participants will need to click Join to be added to the breakout room. Auto-close participants after X minutes. If this option is checked, the breakout rooms will automatically end after the configured time. Notify me when the time is up. If this option is checked, the hosts and co-hosts will be notified when the breakout room time is up. Set countdown timer. If this option is checked, the participants will be given a countdown of how much time they have left before they are being returned to the main room. Click Open All Rooms to start the breakout rooms. All assigned participants will be moved to their respective rooms after confirming the prompt to join the breakout room. The host or co-host that launched the breakouts will stay in the main meeting until joining a session manually. You can click these options in the breakout rooms window. Join. Join the breakout room. Leave. Leave the room and return to the main meeting. This only shows when in a breakout room. Close all rooms. Stops all rooms after a 30-second countdown, which is shown to the host, co-hosts, and participants, and returns all participants back to the main meeting. If a participant has not joined the session yet, it will be noted by Not Joined next to their name. Please ask the participants to click on the breakout room icon An invite to join the breakout room will pop up, and they'll be redirected to the breakout room they have been assigned to. Participants in breakout rooms can request that the meeting host join their meeting by clicking Ask for Help icon. You will be prompted to join the room where the request originated from. Click Join Breakout Room to join the room. The host or co-hosts can broadcast a message to all breakout rooms to share information with all participants. This can be done from the main session or from within a breakout room. Click Breakout Rooms in the meeting controls. Click Broadcast Message to All, enter your message, and click Broadcast. The message will now appear for all participants in breakout rooms. When it's time to close the breakout rooms, simply click on Close Breakout Rooms. The participants will get 30 seconds to round up their discussion before automatically returning to the main meeting. If needed, you can restart the breakout rooms with the same setup or rearrange the participants and then launch the breakout rooms again. When the meeting is over, simply click on End Meeting for All. Now, let's quickly check how participants can join the session. When participants log into the EGOS Colloquium platform, they will enter the lobby of the virtual conference building, which acts like a home page and allows them to navigate the online platform. From here, they will be able to click on the individual signs for sub-themes, workshops, or sub-plenaries to continue to the session lobby to see the sessions in the program overview. On the day a session goes live, a Join button will appear 15 minutes prior to the start of the session, which participants must click on to join. Once inside that session, participants will see a link provided under the session information section on the right-hand side. They must then click on this link to launch the Zoom session. The Zoom meeting will open in a separate browser window or in the Zoom desktop app if they've downloaded it. We hope this video helps you prepare for and manage your session. On behalf of the EGOS Colloquium 2021 organizers, we wish you a great meeting and look forward to welcoming you online.